Hello everyone. Now let me ask you something. Have you ever been to an Indian wedding? Oh, of course you have. It's a festival, not just an event. Lights, music, dancing. It's like a Bollywood movie come to life. Everyone is dressed like heroes and heroines. Uncles are doing the snake dance. Aunties are judging outfits. Who is the superstar of every wedding? It's the food. As soon as you walk in, its aroma pulls you in. The spread of food is a sight to behold. Not just a buffet, it's a culinary world tour. Chat corner, Golgappa, Dahi Pala, Tikki, Italian counter, pasta, pizza, Chinese section, noodles, Manchurian, Indian section, curries, biryani, dals, breads, a paradise for food lovers. Hosts want every guest to find something they love. They work very hard to make it happen. Guests are treated like gods, fed until they can barely move. Atithi Devo Bhava, the guest is God. Food is our way of showing love and respect. Family reputation is tied to the quality and variety of the food. If the food is good, people talk about it for years. Man, Sharmaji's daughter's wedding had the best paneer tikka. If not, aunties gossip for a decade. Under pressure to impress, families go overboard. But there's also an uninvited guest, waste. So much lovingly prepared food ends up in the trash. This is a sad truth we often ignore. We focus on having more than enough and ignore what happens to the surplus. This is an aspect of the big fat Indian wedding we avoid. But it's time to talk about it. The problem is bigger than we imagine. Now let's talk about the numbers. These numbers aren't as fun as my jokes. They're pretty serious. We're not talking about a few leftover plates. We're talking about mountains of food. Studies show that about 15 to 40% of wedding food goes to waste. For every 10 plates made, up to 4 are thrown away. This is really sad, especially when you think about all the hard work and resources that went into it. Imagine a wedding with 500 guests. Food for 70 to 100 people is wasted. That's enough to feed an entire village. In Delhi or Mumbai during peak wedding season, thousands of weddings mean a lot of waste. One report said that enough food is wasted in one wedding season to feed the homeless people of a city for a whole month. On one side, a grand celebration. On the other, the sadness of waste. The financial cost is huge. Think about it. Exotic vegetables, imported cheeses, high-quality grains, dairy products. Throwing away 30% of the food means throwing away 30% of the catering money. Families spend millions. That wasted money could have gone towards the couple's future or investments. Instead, it goes to landfills. Next time you see those overflowing buffet counters, think about the hidden costs. The numbers tell a story we can't ignore. It's not just a few leftover samosas or untouched biryani. It's a systemic problem with how we celebrate. This scale of waste is a silent crisis. It affects our society, our economy, our planet. We all play a role in creating it and in solving it. So, why does this happen? Why do we, a culture that worships Annapurna, the goddess of food, waste so much food? The biggest reason for this is a simple 4-word question that bothers every Indian family. What will people say? This fear of social judgment is very powerful. No family wants to run out of food at their wedding. The shame associated with such an event would be unbearable. To avoid this, families take precautions, but they go miles too far in the other direction. This pressure leads to overestimating food needs. The host tells the caterer, "I have 500 guests, but please prepare food for 700, just in case." The caterer might even prepare for 750 people to be extra safe. They would prefer to deal with leftover food rather than dealing with unhappy clients and bad reviews. This chain of over-preparation, driven by anxiety and the desire to maintain social status, is the main reason we end up with so much extra food. It's a classic case of good intentions leading to very bad outcomes. The desire to be a generous host accidentally becomes a huge source of waste. Then there's the size and variety of the menu, which is also too much. Having just one type of lentil isn't enough. We also need dal makhani, dal tadka, yellow dal. We can't just have paneer butter masala. We also need shahi paneer, kadai paneer, palak paneer. The list just keeps growing. A typical wedding menu can have over 100 items, from appetizers and salads to multiple main courses and a dozen desserts. The logic is to cater to every possible taste and preference. But with so many choices, it's impossible for guests to try everything. They take a little bit of everything, and many dishes are barely touched. This more is more philosophy is deeply rooted in our wedding culture. A large menu is seen as a sign of wealth and generosity. It's a way for the family to show off. But this culinary arms race also has a dark side. It makes accurate planning almost impossible. How can a caterer predict which of the 20 main courses will be the most popular? They have to prepare a good quantity of each dish. This tradition of extravagant variety is a recipe for disaster when it comes to food waste. Now let's talk about guest behavior. And I'm not pointing fingers, we've all done it. You see a big buffet, your eyes are bigger than your stomach. You want to try everything. You quickly realize you can't finish it all. What happens to the leftover food on your plate? It gets thrown away. Another issue is the uncertainty of the guest list. In India, RSVP is often just a suggestion. Invite 1,700, confirm, 500 show up, or 900 show up. This unpredictability makes planning a nightmare. Multiple vendors prepare separately, the total overshoots. Events run late. By midnight, many guests have left. Perfectly good food with no one left to eat it. Now, what happens when all this food is thrown away? It's not just about the food itself. This waste has a really bad effect on our society. The clearest and most painful result is a moral one. In a country where millions of people go to bed hungry every night, throwing away tons of good food isn't just wasteful, it's a social crime. According to the Global Hunger Index, India still has a serious level of hunger. A heartbreaking truth that should make us all feel ashamed. This waste creates a huge gap between plenty and not enough. The food that gets thrown away could easily feed thousands of people. In every city, there are orphanages, old age homes, shelters for homeless people. Leftover food from one wedding could become a feast. By letting this food go to waste, we miss a huge opportunity. This is a failure of our shared conscience. We are literally throwing away a solution to someone's hunger. When we waste food, we also waste all the resources that went into making it. This puts a burden on farming and raises prices. Food wasted at a wedding indirectly increases grocery costs for regular families. It makes excess seem normal for children. It teaches carelessness instead of kindness. The impact of food waste goes beyond social and economic problems. It hits our environment and it hits it really hard. Food in landfills releases methane. How powerful is it? Methane is 25 times more powerful at trapping heat than carbon dioxide. Think about the whole journey of that food. It starts with a seed, water, land, energy at every step. When food is wasted, water, land, and energy are also wasted. This pollutes our air more and heats up the planet. The environmental footprint of a single plate is huge. Next time we see food being thrown away, understand it as wasted water, wasted land, wasted energy, and a direct attack on our planet's health. This is a chain reaction of negative impacts. Our grand celebrations are leaving an ugly stain. We celebrate love and togetherness by harming the planet. It's a sad irony, isn't it? Our decisions at weddings have consequences that go far beyond the venue and last much longer than the celebration itself. Okay, enough with the sad news. The good news is we can fix this. It's not that hard. Hey, if I can get Guthi and Palak to agree on something, we can definitely solve this problem. The first and most important step is better planning. This starts with a realistic guest count. Make RSVPs serious. Ask politely but firmly, and respond on time. A simple text or phone call can make a big difference. Give your caterer accurate counts. Avoid having too many buffers. Agree on a backup plan. Keep semi-prepped ingredients ready for a small surge. Rethink the menu. 15 starters, 25 main courses, 20 desserts. A smaller, well-chosen menu is more elegant and enjoyable. Focus on quality over quantity. Pick a few special dishes. Ask family and friends for their opinions. Design food that people will actually eat. Try live counters. Pasta, dosa, jalebi, made fresh, just for you. They are fun and great for controlling waste. Even with the best planning, there might be leftovers. But leftovers don't have to mean wasted food. Donate what's extra. Get in touch with NGOs beforehand, like Robin Hood Army, Feeding India, and local groups. Volunteers come with containers, pack safely, and deliver to shelters and orphanages. Imagine your celebration feeding a hungry child. This act turns waste into kindness. Encourage portion control with friendly signs. Use smaller plates. Guests can always come back for more. Venues can offer zero-waste packages, help with menu planning, guide on portions, and connect with NGOs. Train staff to find and pack safe food for donation. Make donation a regular part of the service. So, my dear friends, an Indian wedding is a grand event. It's a celebration of love, family, and our beautiful traditions. And food will always be at its heart. We don't need to stop having big feasts. We just need to be more thoughtful, more mindful. Reducing waste isn't about being cheap, it's about being responsible. We show respect for food, for the people who make it, and for the planet we all share. Change starts with one step. It starts with us. Next time you plan a wedding, talk about the menu, the guest list, and donating leftovers. Let's make zero-waste weddings the new sign of status and class.
Yeah.